Stand by. Missile launch. 3, 2, 1.
This is Missile Baits. Hey, John Cruz here, and I'm going to give you the Missile Baits preview for the entire 2012 tournament season. We're going to start off with the Bassmasters Classic. This is the big tournament for the entire year. You know, this is the one that everybody dreams about winning, and I'm going to take my D-bombs, and I'm going to go down there. I'm going to have some twin turbos, have some other baits, but that D-bomb, I really feel like that's going to be the bait. You know, it's going to be pre-spawn, water temperature in the low 50s. Fish should be eating, feeding up for that spawn. They're coming up shallow, getting in those spawning areas, around a lot of cover, some stain water. You know, going to have that super bug in that clear water, and probably going to go with the Bruiser Flash, maybe even California Love in the little bit dirtier water. We'll see what happens. As the elite season kicks off, we're going to go down to Florida for the first two events, St. John's River. Lots of spawning action. I'm going to take that D-bomb, and I'm going to take it in that candy grass color, in that clear water on those beds, see if I can't get them going. Might have to drop back to that green pumpkin red. That's one of my favorite spawning colors. So that's going to be a real good bait for me down there. Then we're going to move down to Okeechobee, flipping and pitching missile craw time. That slender crawfish profile bait, 4 inches long, that is going to be the deal. I'm almost positive that is going to be the deal down there in Okeechobee. June blue bug, that thing's going to be pretty tough to beat. Also, might have to keep close by some of those other colors, like, you know, the Bruiser Flash, one of my favorites, and also California Love. But the clear water, might have to go with the more natural colors like that candy grass or green pumpkin even. So once we get out of there, we're going to go to Bull Shoals Lake. Lots of spawning action going on in there in April. Up there in Arkansas, Northwest, beautiful, beautiful area up there. And I'm going to take that beautiful, beautiful little drop craw, and I'm going to put it on those bedfish up there. Even those big largemouth in that real clear water, they seem to like a little small bed fishing bait. So I'm going to take that watermelon red, killer on the beds. I'm going to take that thing down there and see what I can do. You have to follow along and check and see what happens there. But then once we get out of Arkansas, we're going to go to Douglas Lake. Now that's going to be fishing real deep, I think. I think there are going to be a lot of fish shallow, and I think there are going to be a lot of fish deep. So it's going to be one of those tournaments where you can, you know, fish shallow, maybe swim a jig or throw some top water. If I'm going to be swimming a jig, definitely going to have that twin turbo behind it with a pearl white trailer or a Fisholicious. That shad spawn could be going on there in the beginning of May. Also, maybe fishing out deeper with like that big tomahawk worm. That thing might be the deal down there on Douglas. After Douglas, we're going to go to Toledo Bend, first week of June. The fish are going to be on that deeper grass. It is tomahawk time. That is going to be tomahawk time. I'm going to take my love bug down there with me for sure. Definitely going to have watermelon red. Texas, you got to have something red or something that kind of color. Definitely want to have that handy. Then we're going to go after a week. Later in June, we're going to go up north, and we're going to go to the Mississippi River, twin turbo country up there, baby. That is the place where the swim jig of the North was invented, and that twin turbo on the back of a 1/4 ounce jig is going to be killer, absolutely killer. Going to take all my colors, don't know what's going to be going on, probably have 2 or 3 different swim jigs up there. I can't wait for that tournament, it's going to be a lot of fun. Then we got the Mystery Lake, no telling what's going to be going on there. If we're going to be up north, maybe fishing for smallmouth, drop craw may come back into effect. And then we're going to finish up the season at Lake Oneida. And last time we were there, I almost had a top 10. I think I finished 13th there, and I was catching suspended smallmouth out in the middle of the lake. And that drop craw is definitely what I'm going to be having on the end of my drop shot when I'm out there chasing those fish, if the same deal is going on. If not, I might have to pick up my missile craw, go up to the bank, start punching some of that shallow grass. So we'll see what happens. So there's my Missile Baits preview for the entire 2012 season. Stay tuned, see what baits I catch them on.